nom c'est Yanatha Desouvre. My mom is Nino Coulange Desouvre. That's my grandfather's Antoine Coulange. Antoine Desouvre. And so Jean Coulange is my uncle. Amos Coulange, classical guitarist. Amos Coulange is my uncle as well. So that's the music side. Daniel Coulange was my godfather. He had died of HIV/AIDS in 1989. 30 years later, we were able to find a VHS tape of his last performance. With that VHS tape, someone converted it to DVD. And with my background in technology, I was able to take the audio from that DVD and extract 18 tracks. And not only as Haitians do we all go to a lot of us go to church, but almost all Haitians have had piano lessons, right? So I grew up having piano lessons, and I don't know how many of us know Nat King Cole and Natalie Cole. Do you remember Nat King Cole and Natalie Cole? You found a song together called Unforgettable. So with that album I was able to take an album and make an album, a posthumous album of my uncle. And I also took a song, Ne me quitte pas, and practiced it with my piano lessons and created a duet. So why did I have you go do a Google search? So for those of you who searched on Google, did you see a duet with Yanatha and Daniel Coulange? Yeah. Music and technology, right? And this was 4 years ago, a long time ago. 2019, thank you. 2019, we were able to do that. So feel free to download it or stream it, whatever you choose. Ne me quitte pas, it's very personal for me because it means don't leave me. So in a way, my uncle and I did a duet. He'll never leave me, right? And he'll never leave my children as well. So again, my name is Yanatha Desouvre, and this is talking about innovation and how do you do this? How do you unleash your innovative potential? Number one, write it down, right? As a professor, we tell our students to write down and take notes. So feel free to take your phone and write it down. Write down who you are. Show them who you are. Write down what you feel, the good that you feel, the bad that you feel, because you're getting it outside of your body, an outer body experience, right? And writing it down documents things. I think you'd mentioned how earlier, Jean-Marie talked about streaming, right? How did they live streamed and documented the recordings? Write it down some more, but it doesn't have to be perfect. That writing down leads to progress. And then, I know there's a little typo there, but another step you need to do is own your time in the world of music and technology, right? Music, we all have a song that's a soundtrack to our life. When we first kissed that young lady or when we first had our first crush, music was always a part of a moment in our time. So I want you to own that time to be able to unleash, as a good step to unleash the innovation that's within you. Because we're all so busy, schedule tout bagay, right? You get up in the morning, schedule 20 minutes of quiet time, schedule 10 minutes of quiet time, schedule it. Again, we all had our phones, right? We pulled it out. All of our phones has a free calendar app. Utilize it, right? Do your best to avoid distractions, right? We have technology. It's easy to get lost in Instagram and Netflix and all of those other things. Procrastination is not our friend because it can cause a lot of issues. The other thing too, and always, no matter when it comes to music and technology, remember why you're doing what you're doing. My background is in information technology. Before I was a professor in entrepreneurship, I had about 15, almost 20 years of IT work. My first graduated Drexel University in Philadelphia with a management information technology degree in marketing. And I worked for Apple, did a bunch of different things, but I always remembered my why. Technology, ladies and gentlemen, is only a tool, just like a hammer, right? What do we use a hammer for? Anybody? It's a tool, right? We nail things, right? But we could also use a hammer to destroy things as well. So just like technology, remember the why. Why use this technology as a tool to build things, right? To construct things. Your purpose is important. All of us are passionate about technology and music. As I tell my students, passion is cute. Passion gets you to the door, but purpose gets you through the door, right? So passion, I'm passionate about my music. I have a lot of talent, but talent doesn't mean anything if you're not determined and understand why you're doing what you're doing. Passion is very selfless. Purpose is very selfless, right? It leads legacy and things like that. So purpose, again, drives longevity when the days and moments become unbearable. Because as artists, it is not easy to do what we do, right? Because you're pouring yourself and your soul out there to the people. Keep on keeping on when this time is hard, right? Days are long. People won't see your vision, and that's okay. No matter what industry you're in, from journalism to the technology to music, keep on keeping on. As our manager said earlier, right? You see the vision. We all have eyes, but our eyes limit. The purpose of our eyes is to see what's in front of us. The vision comes from our heart and from our mind, right? Our eyes only allow us to see what's left and right, but our vision sees what's beyond left and right. And last but not least, build your team. Appropriate alignment always aids. Build with those who see beyond the money. I'm reading a book called Thou Shalt Prosper from Rabbi Daniel. Rabbi Daniel says, money is a certification of appreciation. So what are we doing as artists to show that we appreciate the people we serve? What are we doing as technologists to provide technology and tools to help enhance people's lives and solve a problem, right? So compassion and empathy are critical. Own that energy, right? Egos must exit. Collaboration is key, like we're doing here. Hakoff was a great sponsor. So many other sponsors. We have media sponsors. We all work together, and that's important. Recognizing that everyone has something to contribute. Lead with integrity, lead with intention. Leverage your relationships, offer something of value to others. True leadership is built on character, ethics, and a service to others. So that's how you unlock your potential innovation. I mean, unlock your innovation, right? Because innovation simply means doing the same thing that everyone else does, but taking a different approach, right? Going back to l'école légale d'église, right? There's a specific book, Ecclesiastes, that says there's nothing new under the sun. The truth is there's nothing new under the sun. It is how we serve and how we move and how we service others. That's what innovation is. Innovation is nothing new and fancy. It's simply how do you do it in your own way. And last but not least is be distinct, right? Authenticity. Your authenticity is your currency, right? Your authenticity and vulnerability is your currency. We talked about AI today. AI, yes, artificial intelligence. Ooh, like it's something new, right? It's not new because we know that we haven't talked to customer service person in forever, since like in the mid 80s. But the other AI is critical. How many of us know what the other AI is? Any guesses? One guess or two. What is the other AI? Which allows us to be very distinct. The other AI is authentic input. The other AI is authentic input, because no matter how far technology goes, you are you. You put you in something that changes everything. That's what makes it innovative. Authentic input connects us all, right? It seems like we're less connected with all that social media. So don't fake it till you make it. I'm not a big fan of that. Understand that each and every one of us here are already successful. Every day when you be distinct, when you work boldly, you're already successful. It's never too early to do PR and things like that. So we have a film screening coming up on May 20th of The Sweetest Girl. And then another thing I encourage us all to do is come to the, shout out to Edwige Danticat, May 28th, there's an event happening called Create Dangerously. I'm a big fan of l'union fait la force in practice. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, pull out your cell phone and scan that and come to us as creatives, transforming conversation with the community, for our community, creating dangerously. As artists, we create dangerously with that technology. So I'm gonna leave you with one last thing. Realize in this life there's nothing you cannot do. You just simply have to work hard and believe. Believe me, you will do it, you will achieve it.